What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel if you are a returning subscriber, and welcome if you are new. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Go and hit that subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate it. But let's get into this video. So today we're going to be heading up to a friend's shop. I'm helping them out today, work on cars, do oil changes, simple stuff, you know. But hopefully while I'm there, I'm going to be working on my own truck because I've had misfire again. Anyways, let's get into the video and let's get to it. So just did the coil packs and an oil change and cleaned out my catch can. So far truck seems to be running all right, but we will see. And I'll talk about what's been happening with the coil packs in a little bit. All right, so it's actually a couple days later from when I did the coil packs on the truck. Sorry, my phone was buzzing. Anyways, so it's been a couple days since I did the coil packs on the truck, and well, people, come on, I'm not that popular. Anyways, so it's a couple days since I changed out the coil packs from these cells that I put inside the truck around 50,000 miles or 60,000 miles. It was like 58,000 that I put them in. Truck's currently sitting at 84,300 some miles. But let's talk about why the truck was misfiring and the symptoms and what to look for, because I have a few different videos about this misfire issue with the Ecoboost F-150s. This one hopefully is going to be the last video pertaining to the well, misfire issue. First time I had the misfire, I was actually down in Tennessee. I had drove down there to tow a horse trailer with the horse in it to a show. And while I was getting the trailer ready and everything like that, the truck ended up having a misfire on me, had to pull over, and I freaked out because I've never had this issue. The truck was shaking violently. I didn't think it was a misfire. Turned out it was a misfire, and I had just changed the spark plugs and the coil packs to the cells, to one of 6. This is one of the 6 that I changed out. So I had no idea why this was happening. People were telling me, oh, check your spark plugs, check your coil packs. And I had done all of that already. And I had a catch can on the truck as well, only on the passenger side, not the driver's side. So in turn, I had no idea why the truck was still misfiring. Well, after the horse show, I was driving to Washington, D.C. afterwards for a family trip. And then I was going to drive all the way back to Illinois in the Chicagoland area. So I was putting a lot of miles on the truck, and I was very worried of what the issue might be. However, knowing I was meeting my parents in Washington, I still had my original coil packs, the OEM ones. So I asked my parents, hey, grab my spark plug tools. They're all in the garage. Grab the box of the old parts and spark plugs. Bring them down with you, because if I have to, I'll swap in the old ones. Now, I think I did put one of the OE coil packs back in one, I think it was bank 5 or bank 6, that was misfiring when I was down in Tennessee, but I didn't have an issue after that. Nothing went wrong until a few months later, like a month or 2 later, and this was like last year since I've done all this. I had another misfire, but it was a very small one. And it was kind of like a day it is today, dreary, wet, muggy, just not ideal conditions. It was kind of a very condensed moisture day. Well, turned out that the intercoolers build up moisture inside of them with the oil and residue and everything like that, and people were drilling holes in the intercoolers. I have a video on that. I'll link it up above. And well, I did the intercooler hole mod and seemed to fix the issue. It leaks a lot of oil out of the intercooler, that hole, and people are going to be like, oh, it causes a boost leak, this and that, you're losing a lot of power. If it causes a boost leak, it is so minute I don't notice, because I still haul my trailer, I still haul material, and I still drive the truck, and I haven't noticed any power difference between drilling that hole before and after. So take it with what you will. Maybe there is a slight power loss, but nothing major. So getting back to it, drilled a hole in the intercooler, thought my issue was fixed, never had any more misfires, and this was right around probably 70,000, 65,000-ish miles that I did that. And yeah, it was right around 70,000 miles, I think, that I drilled that hole, and then didn't have any issues, so I thought. Well, another day, a couple months later, had another misfire issue. It was cylinder 1, I think. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So it was cylinder 6. Driver's side front cylinder had a misfire. Swapped out the Acel coil pack with one of the OE ones. Again, I like to keep parts that I take off my truck. When I did my trailer brake controller install, that little cubby, I still have that somewhere in my house. Front bumper, an original grill, I still have those sitting in back. The side steps, when I swap those out, I still have my original mirrors. I don't know why I keep original parts when I swap them on the truck. I just do. For instances like this, so I can throw in the original coil packs to see if that was the issue, and instead of spending hundreds of dollars and it not being the issue. But that misfire went away, but I left the other Acel coil packs inside of the truck to see if the issue would still arise. Well, the other day I was driving from my house up to the conference that I was going to for work, and well, 5 minutes down the road from the conference, I went to accelerate, and all of a sudden the truck wasn't accelerating. It just started shuddering really bad, like I was on a rumble strip. And it was a day like today, very muggy. I'm like, all right, I have the hole in the intercooler. I have a catch can that it was full at the time. I was about to empty it out during my oil change within the next couple of days. However, I'm like, no, this is a really bad misfire. I pull over on the side of the highway and shut the truck off, try and turn it back on, see if it clears the code. Still was misfiring. I threw my code reader on it. This time it was cylinder 2, bank number 2, that was misfiring. So I just limped it to the conference center, sat through the whole conference, and it was about 3-4 hours, thinking maybe it'll wipe it out, because I had like a 45-minute drive home, and I still had appointments afterwards to meet people. Well, turns out the misfire did not go away. I limped the truck all the way home. 45 minutes, took all the back roads, didn't get on the highway, and just accelerated nice and slow, trying not to cause any issues. Got home, got into the BMW, used the BMW the rest of the day, and then when I got back later that night, I swapped in one of the OEM coil packs that I still had into bank number 2, and it solved the issue. Truck was still running a little rough, and then as you guys saw in the beginning of the video, I swapped out all the coil packs with brand new OEM ones that I had my friend order through their shop. So I'm very thankful for her and them, and they're family friends. Either way, thank you to them. It was a couple days before Thanksgiving. So basically, don't buy aftermarket coil packs unless they are really good quality. And I found out, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, Acel is owned by MSD now, and MSD is actually supposed to be a really good company, so I don't know. But I spent the money, got the OEM coil pack. Should have done it from the beginning, but I did not. So there's that. I had to pay twice on it, which I hate doing, because to me that's a waste of money. So these coil packs barely lasted, what, 30,000 miles? Because I put them on at 58,000 and I'm at 84,000. I'm not even at 88,000. So they started to fail around 25, 30,000 mile mark. I don't think that's right. and when they fail violently. But anyways, just wanted to get that off, kind of explain the backstory on the misfires with my truck. So if anyone else is having these issues and are kind of their head spinning on what to do, how to fix it, what could be the issue, check your coil packs. My spark plugs, I made sure to get Motorcraft spark plugs actually. So when I put my spark plugs in, I got those as OEM spark plugs. But coil packs. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know a lot of it's going to be me talking, and hopefully it's not too boring. But if it is, go ahead and hit the dislike button and let me know it was boring. But if you found it helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you know anybody else who's having these issues, go ahead, feel free to share the video with them. Hopefully it helps them out, or if it helped you out even. And as always, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.